marks the
Oh, we got
20th
Halo.
anniversary of Xbox and the 20th anniversary of Halo.
Joseph Staten.
To our
That's,
millions of
Bonnie
passionate
Ross.
fans,
Ross? Yeah.
thank you.
I'm so
We
nervous.
wouldn't be here
Come on.
without all of you.
I've missed
Our
Joe on
goal
stage.
has
He's such a good
always been
presenter.
to bring players together. And for the
It's
first
happening.
time, we're thrilled to offer our
I've got my
entire
Spartans here.
multiplayer experience
I've got
to
Jerome
all
from
players
Halo
across
Wars.
Xbox and PC with no barriers.
Peace over there.
Halo Infinite multiplayer will be free to play and invite more of you than ever before to become a Spartan hero. I'm excited to be here with Joseph Staten, the creative director of Halo
Who's the
Infinite.
creative director now?
From helping craft the
Yeah, he got
original
brought on
Halo
board after the
Combat
delay.
Evolved, to leading the fan favorite Halo 3 ODST, Joseph is a Halo visionary. It is so great to have him back with Halo.
Thank you, Bonnie. And hey, everybody. For us, and I hope many of you, Halo has always been about heroism and wonder,
There we go.
about fighting to keep humanity
the
safe
music.
against impossible
Oh, my
odds
left side
in a
has got this.
beautiful and
Oh.
mysterious
This is
sci-fi
exactly
world.
what I wanted. Just give us...
This is just one part
A
of
flyover.
the
Ready
Halo
for you to
ring,
explore it.
the largest,
Oh.
most wide-open environment we've ever built, and we can't wait for you to
Yeah,
explore.
like-
Oh, this is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
This is amazing, guys.
The heart of Halo is Spartan 117, the Master Chief. In the next chapter of the Chief's story, you'll face his greatest challenge yet. But you're not alone in the fight.
Oh, the main batteries are shut down. We're stuck out here.
Sorry, Marines.
You have one bullet against an entire army. What can you do on your own?
I told you. It's enough.
So I see.
Oh man, the way he hit that. His armor.
I need you to understand. There's not much time. If you knew how you were going to die, you knew
Oh,
you were going to die. How would you live your life differently? How would you live your
Oh!
oh, jeez, goosebumps everywhere. My back.
Oh man. Already, like, just the vibe is...
The rogue AI known as Cortana is gone. She's been deleted.
How? By you?
Of course not. Did you hit your head or something? Don't you remember? My instructions were to enter this installation, imitate Cortana, and lock her down for retrieval. Yours were to take her back to the Infinity for deletion. So if it wasn't you... Okay then. There's something else. On successful deployment, my deletion routine was supposed to complete. Still here.
Good.
Good.
Something stopped your deletion. We need to find out why.
But this wasn't the mission.
The missions changed. They always do.
Are you sure?
Oh, jeez, Louise. Oh,
Of course, you can't
Multiplayer
have a Halo
bitches.
game without multiplayer.
Oh man, that did so
Xbox
much for me.
Series X, you'll be able to enjoy
Okay, that
Infinite's
answers a lot
multiplayer
of questions
action
I had at
up
the end
to
of Shadow of
120
Reach.
frames per second. Finally, I'm very happy to announce that Halo
Free to
Infinite's
play.
Multiplayer is
first
launching same
free-to-play
time.
multiplayer season and Infinite's story-driven campaign
This
will
holiday.
launch together this holiday.
Oh, come on, Joe, give us a date.
On us.
I'm
A
all
new
over this.
generation built to fight. Together,
Chopper.
we are unstoppable. Are you ready?
Captured in engine. Ooh, ooh. Nice. Nice. Frag.
Oh, what was that? Equipment ability.
No scope. Oh, that was cool.
It is.
Wait, that means weapons have alternate fire?
Killing spree.
Battle rifle?
Oh, what a stick.
Hello. Let's do some damage.
Oh, that's...
I'm not seeing any
Skewer acquired.
of the Spartan abilities from Halo 5, so no boosting or dashing.
I think you can sprint though.
Claim the enemy.
Yeah,
flag.
sprint's definitely in.
Return it to base.
And ADSing as well.
The grapple.
Coordinates drop inbound.
No, you don't. That's Banshee is mine.
Ooh.
That's the thing about
The flag
like
is
vanished like armor and weaponry. Just
Please
it's, like sharper lines than
at
the
your
Covenant.
earliest convenience.
That new flying vehicle looks
Oh,
cool.
okay. Shane, you spoke a bit too soon about the abilities.
That's cool
Now,
armor.
show me what you can do.
Sword.
Great to play. Oh,
I didn't see any dashing. Did you see?
guys, I just want to let you know that I will be all over this game when
Me
it
too.
comes out.
Me too.
Oh, give us a date.
It's that holiday.
It's not enough, Jace. November 15, 20th anniversary. Come on. So what? I'm going to skip ahead and just like to the Halo gameplay again.
I've got that on loop on my stream right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm doing the multiplayer right now. And you just
So yeah, what
So
did you
good.
think of specifically the campaign trailer they showed, Jace?
campaign trailer was really interesting. Obviously, you've got to imagine that it kind of picks up like what they're showing us about a quarter of the way into it, and so we're going to have to play through him getting up to that point. Because like at the end of Shadows of Reach, like where's Blue Team? You know, what's happening to Cortana? Like the new Cortana said the spider on the screen. The new Cortana is like talking about that already, and all that kind of jazz. So it'd be really interesting to see where it all is. And like Chief looks cool. I'm happy that there was more of a tone piece than gameplay. I feel like if they had shown gameplay, it just would have been more open to criticism. Again, which there's nothing wrong with criticism, but I just wanted to just keep hitting the beats they know that I've got, and just show us gameplay when it's ready. I don't mind but the multiplayer gameplay just looks exactly like what I want.
Yep.
It looks like solid Halo gameplay, and I've been playing a lot on Master Chief Collection, like Halo multiplayer, and its strengths are just in the moment to moment. The strengths aren't inherently in the abilities or like armor abilities and whatnot. It's like it's what you can do with the tools that you've got.
Yeah, it's a
And
sandbox,
the same
right? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the same with Battlefield as well, right? Like you've got this massive battlefield with all of these people happening, and you're a part of like a smaller squad in this massive battle, and it's huge and bombastic. But the thing about Halo is it's not just the first person who sees the other person gets the instant kill. It's out gaming each other with the tools that you've got, and like taking control of power weapons and all that. And it looks like it's like with what they showed, they did a really good job of showing multiplayer, and they're doing things on there that players are doing. Like throwing the frag, getting the sword to come to you, and grabbing it. And I'm really keen. Really keen.
I think I was most impressed by just the tone of the single player trailer they showed. Like I definitely got more Halo 3-4 vibes, which I think is a good thing. Like if you look at what they showed for Halo 5 and how they positioned it, in the lead up to launch, it was, Team Osiris, like looking like the Avengers, like barreling down a mountain. It was just non-stop action. Whereas this was like Chief on his own in space, thinking about Cortana. Like that's his one pursuit. Even just the dialogue was more subdued. I'm enjoying like this, like you said, Jason, this new Cortana that's probably going to mess with Chief's mind a bit, you know, understanding that he's obviously pursuing the original. So I
deleted.
Right, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, they have a gigantic challenge ahead of them in explaining to particularly the mainstream audience who are going to pick this up, maybe for the first time in Game Pass, like explain, okay, for those who did play Halo 5, what's going on? For those who've never played Halo before, what's going on? And for the hardcore gamers who, like yourself, Jace, the hardcore fans who have read Shadow of Reach, what's going on? So, yeah, I don't envy them, but to me, it looks like they're on the right track. And I'm glad we got that little flyover of the environment as well, because like looking at that and just understanding the possibilities, I'm so pumped. And the multiplayer is just, typical Halo. What about you, Will? What'd you come away thinking?
Yeah, so I think the biggest take for me was that I noticed that Microsoft didn't want to show too much gameplay, and touching on what Jay said, I think they're going to wait for everything to come out at launch. They want people to experience it for the first time. They don't want to overdo it. Movie trailers are notorious for putting the entire storyline plot into a 2-minute trailer and just ruining the whole thing. So I think Microsoft are playing their cards really close to their chest, and I think they're gonna wait for us to experience the entire campaign and the entire Master Chief journey in the actual game, which is why we saw a lot of gameplay here tonight. In terms of multiplayer, I think they wanted to shift our focus away from the campaign, and they gave us a little bit of it, and that's fine. That dialogue between this alternate Cortana and Master Chief, but they were very, very reluctant to show any gameplay. They had this overarching shot of the forest, or you got some Forerunner technology in the background, and they did really well to show that. But overall, the main focus of what I got from this was the multiplayer stuff, and they did really, really well for us to show us that there is an alternate gameplay, there is a competitive scene to this, and you can get your hands dirty in that sort of stuff. So I think there's so many things that Microsoft are doing with Halo, and I think the best is yet to come when it comes down to launch. So I'm pumped. I'm extremely pumped. 10 out of 10.
You know what I'm really keen for is Halo to be on top of the shooter category again. Like, yes. everyone talking about Halo, everyone wanting to play Halo, like they talk about Warzone, like Call of Duty Warzone. That is it's such a good game. And I was listening to a podcast, and I kind of share their opinion. Halo is one of those few exceptions where it's like split 50-50. People love the single player and the multiplayer as well, right? They're they've invested in both. Whereas Call of Duty people will just play the multiplayer and not really care about the single player, right? But yeah, I can't wait for the good old days. Is what I'm looking forward to. The good old days where you'd log on a Friday night and play Halo 3. It's a good time to be a gamer, isn't it?
Yeah. I think what I enjoy most about Xbox, and I think I'll do a video on this, is that we only saw a tiny bit of Halo, right? Like, it wasn't a huge blowout that we got last year, which was fine. I think good on 343 for dedicating their resources to actually finishing the game and not pulling people away to create some epic campaign demo or whatever. But it's becoming more and more apparent that there's a lot of discussion saying Xbox is Halo and Halo is Xbox, and to some extent that's true. But I think more so than ever right now, Xbox doesn't need Halo, right? Like, Xbox means a lot more to their fan base than just Halo, and that's evident because you see 18 million plus subscribers in Game Pass, and there hasn't been a new Halo game drop into Game Pass, with the exception of, I think Halo was 2, or maybe that was 2017, so that was before they did first party games in Game Pass. So what I'm saying is just if Halo is to sink or swim this year, even if it doesn't meet the expectations of a lot of people, which I'm hoping it will, fingers crossed, I think it's fine because we've got, like we said, half a dozen games that we're really excited for that weren't even here yet, right? Like the Fables, the Perfect Darts, Avowed, Everwild, State of Decay 3. Like there's so much coming. And you add Bethesda on top of that as well. I wish we got Halo release date. What the hell? Why is there no release date for this game?
They're playing
so
it close to
frustrating.
their chest. It's
Yeah,
very,
that's
very
it.
frustrating.
You know,
But
a
I think-
holiday's good enough, right?
It makes me wonder if they're confident they'll make it this year. Obviously,
I'm
they
with
delayed
you
it 12
guys.
months, but yeah. And even Horizon Forbidden West is, on the edge. Will it come this year? Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah.